The room is dark, the window blue. I hear the night, I think of you. The bed feels white, the air feels cold. Your name still lives in what I hold. I close my eyes, but nothing fades. Your shadow stays, your silence stays. I tell myself to let it break, but I'm still here, still awake. Still awake, while the whole world drifts away. I'm still awake, still awake, with your memory on my skin and your voice under my breath. I should sleep, but not just yet. I'm still awake. The clock moves slow across the wall. I watch the light, I feel it fall. I touch the space you used to fill, and everything goes quiet still. I tried to lose the way you stayed, but night brings every part your way. I tell myself my heart will change, but it just waits, it stays the same. Still awake, while the whole world drifts away. I'm still awake, still awake, with your memory on my skin and your voice under my breath. I should sleep, but not just yet. Maybe I don't miss you. Maybe I miss who I was, when your hands felt like shelter, when your love felt enough. Now the dark knows my secrets, and the sheets know my shape. Every night I say I'm healing, then I lie here, still awake, still awake, while the whole world drifts away. I'm still awake, still awake, with your memory on my skin and your voice under my breath. I should sleep, but not just yet. No, I'm not over it. No, I haven't left. I'm still awake, still awake, still awake, and the night still says your name. You walked in like a quiet light. No need to speak, you held me right. The world was loud, but not with you. Your arms made everything fall through. I never knew a heart could rest until you laid mine in your chest. Now every night I lie and wait, nothing I can recreate. You felt safe, you felt safe, like a place I didn't have to fake. You felt warm, you felt close, like a hand I never had to hold alone. Now the dark comes in and I feel it break, 'cause nothing in this world feels like you felt safe. You knew the parts I couldn't hide, the fear, the ache I kept inside. And somehow with your voice so low, you made it easier to let go. I never had to guard my heart. You made the sharpest edges soft. Now every room just feels the same, since comfort stopped saying your name. You felt safe, you felt safe, like a place I didn't have to fake. You felt warm, you felt close, like a hand I never had to hold alone. Now the dark comes in and I feel it break, 'cause nothing in this world feels like you faced through. Maybe that's why losing you still cuts deeper than it should. You were never just a person, you were where I could be good, where my shaking finally settled, where my mind could slow its pace. Now I'm learning how to live without that kind of safe. You felt safe, you felt safe, like the one thing I could never replace. You felt warm, you felt true, like the only quiet I ever knew. Now the dark comes in and I feel it breaking, 'cause nothing in this world, no, nothing in this world feels like you felt safe. You felt safe. You felt safe, and I still reach for that when I wait. You left the room, the air went thin, the lights stayed on, but not my skin. I heard the door, I felt it freeze, like all the heat went out of me. I wear the night like second skin. The silence settles deep within. I try to move, I try to breathe, but there's this cold in me. There's a cold in me since you stopped touching me. A winter in my chest that never lets me sleep. There's a cold in me where your love used to be. And no matter how I hide, it keeps reaching through me. Your sweater's still beside the bed, your voice still circles in my head. The room is still, the floorboards ache, like everything knows what you take. I hold the dark, I hold my breath. I tell myself it's temporary, but this cold in me stays heavy. There's a cold in me since you stopped touching me. A winter in my chest that never lets me sleep. There's a cold in me where your love used to be, and no matter how I hide, it keeps reaching through me. Maybe love was not the fire, maybe you were just the flame, and when you disappeared, you took the part that knew my name. Now I stand inside the quiet, trying not to fall apart, but the warmth that used to live here doesn't know the way back to my heart. There's a cold in me since you stopped loving me. A winter in my chest that never lets me dream. There's a cold in me where your hands used to be, and no matter how I smile, it still lives underneath. There's a cold in me. There's a cold in me. You left the warmth behind, and now there's cold in me. Your cup is still beside the sink. Your shadow lives in everything. The chair you used to pull is bare, but somehow you are still right there. I move through rooms we used to know, like if I'm quiet you won't go. I touch the air, I feel it stir where you were. I still reach where you were, like your body left a shape in the world. I still turn, I still pause when the silence sounds too much like yours, and every little thing still pulls me through to where you were, to where you were, to where you used to be. The blanket folds the way you liked. The hallway keeps your steps at night. I hear you in the smallest sound, and everything that's not around. I tell myself to clear the space, but every object knows your place, and every part of me still stirs where you were. I still reach where you were, like your body left a shape in the world. I still turn, I still pause when the silence sounds too much and every little thing still pulls me through to where you were, to where you were, to where you used to be. Maybe love does not just leave, maybe it lingers in the walls, in the half-lit corners of a room, in the way my name still falls from my lips, like you might hear it, like this distance isn't true. Maybe I'm not holding on, maybe this house still holds you. I still reach where you were, like your heart left a mark on the world. I still break, I still do, at the thought of all I lost in you, and every little face still leads me to where you were, where you were, where I still feel you, I still live around your shape. You spoke in storms, I answered slow. I held my heart where you could go. You came with shadows in your eyes. I let you in without disguise. I bent, I broke, I gave you room. I kept the light inside the gloom. You left, but one thing still feels true. I stayed soft, loving you. I stay soft, I stay kind, even when you changed your mind. I stayed open, you pulled away. I still gave more than I should gave. Now I'm the one who feels the cost, but I'm not ashamed. I stay soft. You wore your hurt like second skin, and I kept trying to warm you in. I learned your silence held your weight, like love alone could make you stay. I took the sharpness from your hands and loved you more than I had planned. You left me with the quiet truth. I stayed soft, loving you. I stayed soft, I stayed kind, even when you changed your mind. I stayed open, you pulled away. I still gave more than I should say. Now I'm the one who feels the loss, but I'm not ashamed. I stayed soft. Maybe being gentle was never my mistake. Maybe loving fully was the bravest thing I gave. You can keep your distance, you can let it all get lost, but I will not hate my heart for how soft it was. I stayed soft, I stayed true, even when it hurt to love you. I stayed warm, you went cold. I kept giving with both hands open. Now I'm alone, but I still know what you could not. I stayed soft. comes but not the same. The light gets in but feels too late. I make my bed, I wash my face, but everything is out of place. I try to move, I try to speak, but every day feels paper thin. The world keeps turning like it should, but nothing feels right since you did. Nothing feels right, nothing feels real. Since you left, I lost the way these days are supposed to feel. Nothing feels warm, nothing feels close. Even when the room is full, I still feel you're gone the most. Nothing feels right without you here. Nothing feels right. Your side is cold, the mirror's dull. The little things all hit at once. The songs we love don't sound the same. They only make me say your name. I laugh sometimes, but it breaks fast, like my body forgot how to last. I wear a smile the whole day through, but night still turns me back to you. Nothing feels right, nothing feels real. Since you left, I lost the way these days are supposed to feel. Nothing feels warm, nothing feels close. Even when the room is full, I still feel you gone the most. Nothing feels right without you here. Nothing feels right. Maybe healing isn't clean, maybe missing comes in waves. Maybe some hearts keep the shape of the love they could not save. So I'm standing in the middle of a life that still goes on, but every part that once felt easy feels different now you're gone. Nothing feels right, nothing feels true. Since the world stopped making sense the day I lost you. Nothing feels soft, nothing feels safe. I keep reaching through the dark for a touch that doesn't stay. Nothing feels right without you here. No, nothing feels right since you disappeared. Nothing feels right, nothing feels right. I still wake up inside your place. The curtains move, the room stays still. The moonlight falls across the sill. I hear the dark the way I do, and every shadow sounds like you. I close my eyes, but sleep won't come. This silence knows what I've become. A heart that waits, a heart that you. The night kept you, the dark still does it. Holds your voice inside the hush. It keeps your shape inside this room. Like even time won't make you move. I lost your touch, but not the truth. The night kept you, the night kept you. Your side is cold, the sheets leads astray, but something here still makes me stay. The air you left still lingers through like midnight learn the sound of you. I tell myself you're really gone, but then the evening pulls you on in every breath and every dew. And I kept you, the dark still does it, holds your voice inside the hush. It keeps your shape inside this room, like even time won't make you move. I lost your touch, but not the truth. And I kept you, and I kept you. Maybe days know how to hide you. Maybe light can make you fade, but when the world goes dim around me, you come back in the quiet shade. Not as someone I can hold now, not as something I can choose, just a feeling in the midnight, like the dark refuses you. Then I kept you, oh then I could. It held what I could not hold. It kept your name, it kept the bruise, it kept the part I couldn't lose. I lost your hands, but not the blue. Then I kept you, and I kept you. And when the morning pulls me through, I know one thing is still true. Then I kept you. You held my hand like you knew the way, like all my fear could fade. You said my name so quietly, it almost sounded safe. I started letting walls come down, I started breathing different. For a moment in your arms, the world felt less distant. We were almost home, almost there, almost something I could keep, almost warm, almost held, almost somewhere I could sleep. You got that close, then let me go. Now I'm left with what I know. We were almost home. I still remember how it changed. So small I missed the break. The way your eyes look past my face, the way your voice lost weight. I kept believing in the light, even when it started dimming. I thought love had found its place, but it was only visiting. We were almost home, almost there, almost something I could keep, almost warm, almost held, almost somewhere I could sleep. You got that close, then let me go. Now I'm left with what I that's the hardest part. Not that you disappeared, but that you felt so much like peace right before you weren't here. You were not forever, but you were enough to show how much it hurts to lose a place you never got to hold. We were almost home, almost real, almost real in something deep, almost safe, almost sure, almost all I thought I'd need. You got that close, then let me go. And now the hardest thing I know is we were almost home. Almost home. Almost home. And I still feel the